Welcome to another episode of Fantasy News. I am your disheveled, yet practicing good sanitation habits, Goblin host, Daniel Greene. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, this episode of Fantasy News kinda sucks. We do have a lot of very cool, great news. I saved some of the best for the end. We have to go over a lot of cancellations and things like that as well. And there's Wheel of Time news right at the beginning that is also a bummer if true. And let's just go ahead and jump on into it, though I will say it does seem like we're gonna have a bit of an entertainment drought. I'm not going anywhere. I would recommend just using this time where movies aren't coming out and things are delayed to maybe catch up on some books. We all have TBR piles. I know you do. Don't deny it. And maybe we can use these next couple of weeks, months, however long, to get caught up to where we want to be. That's my plan anyway. But the first story of the day is a rather large bummer. If true. This has not been confirmed. It is based off a tweet, but it seems likely that the Wheel of Time show production is going to be delayed. It's good that they're doing this if it is the case. If they've reasonably come to the conclusion that it is not safe for these people to be there filming, I fully support them delaying production. It seems Carnival Row is doing the same thing as well. Hey, it's all right. It just means we have to wait a little bit longer. It's not a cancellation. Let's just make that absolutely clear. It's at most a possible and not confirmed yet delay. Even the tweet that's saying this says has or will. But in some good Wheel of Time news, Rosamund Pike, who will be playing Moiraine in the upcoming adaptation, did an interview where she talked pretty in depth about her feelings in the series and the role of Moiraine, saying things like she feels like this character calls to her. I like hearing this. I know actors say a lot of things like this for big roles, but I don't know. I'm still a geek, and it's nice to see this actress really giving it her all and is ready and willing to dive headfirst in the Wheel of Time world. So, badass Rosamund. I hope you enjoy playing this very, very iconic fantasy character. Links to that interview and, of course, everything I talked about today right down there if you want to check it out. And maybe leave a like. I gotta say that. I gotta do it because every other YouTuber tells me to do it, so I guess I gotta do it. And then I missed this, but definitely want to include it because it's important to me, fantasy news. Rage of Dragons had its release date confirmed by the author on Twitter. Someone asked him, when will Fires of Vengeance be out? And Evan Winter responded, "Hi, username. Fires of Vengeance will be in stores and online November 10th. Thanks for asking." So there you go. It had conflicting release dates on Book Repository, and he came in and cleared that right up. If you are looking forward to, like I quite am, the sequel to Rage of Dragons, coming there November 10th. But what's that you say? What are you talking about? You haven't read the book? The hardback's maybe not quite the investment you want to make? Well, you're in luck because March 10th Orbit tweeted out, "The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter is out this week in paperback." That is fantastic to hear. I already own it in hardback and Audible, but I'm also going to pick up a paperback. Do you know why? That's going to be my lender copy. And James, the fact that I never got back a hardback I once gave you means any book you take from me now, I'm giving you a paperback, and I'm frustrated about that. So yes, I'm getting this in paperback. It's going to be my lender copy, and my hardback I'm keeping, and I'm going to have Evan sign one day. That's the plan. Can't have him sign it in Audible. He'd just sign my phone, and I don't want someone's signature on my phone. Now, we had conflicting headlines, but one of them I just smell clickbait all over. One from Games Radar, which seems rather reasonable, where they're talking about the fact that a Witcher game will be worked on as soon as CD Projekt Red is finished up with Cyberpunk. And then another one from Polygon, where they tried to have the clickbaiting headline, "Oh, they're gonna work on a game, but it's not Witcher 4, which is technically correct, but scummy to say because they're calling it a Witcher game, not necessarily Witcher 4, because they have stated that the Witcher games will be a trilogy. So wherever they take this next won't necessarily be Witcher 4, if you get what I'm saying. So Polygon, but Games Radar, good reporting? I don't know. I don't know these people's reputations, so maybe this is a fluke. I don't know if they're consistently good or bad. Why is my collar so janky? I don't know if these people are consistently good or bad, but I just didn't like Polygon's article. It's a clickbaity headline. That headline. But yes, if you're looking forward to another Witcher game from CD Projekt Red, it might be coming down the road. Though, I actually have a theory that might not be the smartest move. I've noticed Witcher fatigue is fairly strong. I'm not sure if that will convey on over to video games as well. Just from my experience, when I talk about it on the channels, people are less interested. People online in comment threads are kind of just done speaking about the show. So I'm hoping it doesn't translate to the game because I like another Witcher game. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think Witcher fatigue is strong enough that another Witcher game from CD Projekt Red might not sell as well as expected? Or no, that's silly. With the crazy sales for Witcher 3, it just makes sense that another Witcher game would sell like hotcakes, and his reputation precedes itself. The more I say it, the more I realize that one's way more likely. We also got a trailer drop for the new Doom Eternal, and that looks pretty interesting and is a nice little segue into the next piece of news. E3 is officially canceled. I'm sorry. I'm also concerned, because how are all these announcements going to be made? Well, let's just get through all the cancellations and delays real quick. New Mutants has once again unfortunately been delayed. It sucks, but it's a reality of the situation. I was really looking forward to this one. It was right around the corner, but we need to push past. Also, Disney's Mulan has been delayed. We have also seen the filming for The Falcon and Winter Soldier halted in Prague as well because of this ongoing problem. I can't say it because YouTube will ping me. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to go through all these delayed headlines and just recite them out for you. That'd be boring. No one wants to hear that. Basically, if you're looking forward to something and it's going to be entertainment, there's a chance it's delayed, and you should Google whatever you're kind of anticipating. It's just kind of the reality of the situation. I promise my channel is not going to have a lack of content. I read books. I'm going to review those books. I'm going to stay right here. And I suggest, as I said before, just catch up on your TBR. Maybe binge a show or two. I plan on just binging The Expanse and getting caught up. That's my plan while these things are kind of slowing down. It does mean there is likely going to be, after this is all over, just a flood of everything that was delayed coming out at once, because they're like, oh crap, we now have a backlog, we need to get it out. So we're gonna go from this drought to just a deluge of entertainment stuff. So I don't know, look forward to that. And the first Shang-Chi set photos confirmed that the movie has begun production. For some reason in my head I had it stuck that this was another Disney Plus show, but no, this is a full-fledged MCU film. Shang-Chi, looking forward to it. Should be different vibes, more action, intense hand-to-hand combat for the MCU, which I've missed. We haven't gotten that really done extraordinarily well for this franchise since, in my opinion, The Winter Soldier. Pips wants to say hi. Hi. But in the opposite of delayed news, in fact re-release, it seems the classic Blade Runner adventure game is coming to PC, Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, in an enhanced re-release. I've actually never played this. I've never even heard much about it until now, so I am a big Blade Runner fan, and apparently there's a game out there that once it's re-released, I'm gonna need to check that out. And in, boy, I hope I say his name right news, Gustavo Santaolalla has been tapped to compose the music for the Last of Us HBO show. And for those of you who have kept your ear to the ground for The Last of Us, you'll know that he actually composed the music for the game. So that same sultry sounds that came to you in the game will also be coming to you in the show. And the Y the Last Man adaptation has added Elliot Fletcher to its cast. Cool. Wonder if this will be delayed too. I don't know. We also got the headline that Spider-Man 3, starring Tom Holland, will begin filming in July. Will that be delayed? I'd put my money on yeah. And in that same E3 type news, it looks like WB was planning on showcasing a new Batman game, but I don't know how that announcement's going to come down. So, man, we're all kind of just floundering here a little bit. And in the last bit of fantasy news today, probably the reason some of you clicked that headline just now, and one I'm pumped to bring to your attention. As of recording this, Brandon Sanderson has a Mistborn Screenplay progress bar on his website, and it's sitting at a solid 10%. I'm just reading into this. This is purely conjecture. It seems like a kind of aggressive move to, like, on his part, let everyone know, hey, I want this, I'm working on it, we're shopping it around, which is the last update we got, is that this is being shopped around. So publicly putting on his website that I'm writing this, I'm working on it, if you're someone who wants to make this happen, get aboard, is cool. I don't know how the industry works, so I'm purely going, that's how it hits me as a fan. It's my interpretation. Don't go screaming from some hilltops, that's for sure what's going on. It's just like the way it strikes me as like a marketing approach. Like, hey, look at this. I'm doing it. Let's get it going. As I said, guys, this was a bit of a bummer of fantasy news just because the sheer amount of things that are being delayed or halted over what is going on. Just stay safe, stay clean, practice best measures, and you should be fine. I'll be here bringing you the fantasy news, reading some books, talking with you. I'm just down. And during all this, I might try to kick up the Twitch again and have just some live chats with y'all, which should be fun. I know a bunch of you, or at least some, probably just got out of school. So if you want to hang out with me while you're bored at home, I'll try and get that up. Twitch linked right down there. Anyway, guys, like and subscribe if you have not already. Hit the Patreon if you want to support what I do here. And have a good one, y'all. Peace.